When it comes to characters in Gleipnir, there's truly only one that makes me smile, and that would be Elena, the best girl in the entirety of the series. And if you say otherwise, you might just have to leave this channel. But anyway, the thing that makes Elena so interesting is the mystery surrounding her character. Although this same thing could be said for Shuichi or Claire, but when it comes to Elena, her intentions are what really makes her character shine throughout the story. Because this makes you really wonder, is Elena really doing the right thing? Elena had killed her own parents, and because of this, her sister Claire has been tracking her down in order to find answers. But is there any real reason to justify why Elena would do such a thing? Because they were bad people. They were always so strict with us, telling us our family was important or whatever, so we had to be good. But the thing is, Dad was on the diet, but he was doing all sorts of bad things in secret, and Mom was cheating on him with all the younger men at her company. It's just that no one ever told you. They were always going to be killed someday, so I did it. Although Elena had said that she killed her and Claire's parents, Elena also says that their parents died in an explosion. Why? Did you kill Mom and Dad? Didn't you see the news? That was a gas explosion. The police said so. With two completely different alibis, tying into how Claire and Elena's parents really died. Between Elena killing their parents and their parents dying in an explosion, only one of these could actually be true. Claire wants to kill Elena because she thinks Elena killed their parents. And this is where the problem begins, because Claire never actually saw Elena kill their parents. Did you actually see your sister kill your parents? No. And with that being said, Claire would be hunting down her sister based off of an assumption, and my parents' bodies were next to her. So I think it's pretty safe to assume it really was her. All we have to go by when it comes to Elena killing her own parents are Elena's own words and Claire's assumptions. But when it comes to Elena and Claire's parents dying from an explosion, we have more concrete evidence. Since then, I've been gathering information to look for my sister, who became a monster. And with these newspapers, we can confirm that Claire's family died from a gas explosion. With this newspaper reading that a family of 4 died, we can come to the conclusion that 2 members of the family would be Claire and Elena, while the other 2 would be their mother and father, with the bodies of the mother and father being found at the scene of the accident, and the 2 bodies of the daughters nowhere to be found. They would be presumably concluded to be dead, which is why I would say that there is a family of 4 dead in the newspaper. But in actuality, the 2 daughters from the explosion would still be alive. And this would be because one daughter wasn't caught up in the explosion, while the other daughter had a monstrous ability that allowed her to survive the explosion. And to confirm that an explosion actually took place, a newspaper reads that a fire resulted in 9 deaths. And because this was the information that Claire was looking through in order to find Elena, we can confirm that this fire had come from an explosion. Because Claire was looking for information on Elena and read this newspaper, it would most likely be tied to the incident where her parents died, which is exactly why both of these newspapers are shown together. And this would lead to the most likely conclusion, and that would be Elena did not kill her and Claire's parents. Their parents died from an explosion. And while coming back from school and to her home, Claire would see the 2 bodies of her parents and Elena, who managed to survive the explosion because of her monstrous abilities. This would inevitably cause Claire to come to the conclusion that Elena killed their parents. Although there is no concrete evidence for this, and my parents' bodies were next to her. So I think it's pretty safe to assume it really was her. Did you actually see your sister kill your parents? No. But there is concrete evidence of the deaths being caused by an explosion. And this brings the question, why would Elena say that she killed their parents? Without concrete evidence for Elena's claims of killing her and Claire's parents, we can come to the conclusion that Elena is lying about killing their parents. They were always going to be killed someday, so I did it. Elena had lied to Claire about killing their parents. If Elena had actually killed her and Claire's parents, then why would she say this? Why? Did you kill Mom and Dad? Didn't you see the news? That was a gas explosion. The police said so. At first, you would initially think that the gas explosion was a lie, but the proof from the newspaper showed us that there really was a gas explosion. And Claire, never even seeing Elena kill their parents, shows us that a gas explosion was the real cause of death for Elena and Claire's parents. But why would Elena lie to Claire about killing their parents? For you, Claire, I'm not the crybaby big sister you always had to protect anymore. I got stronger, so from now on, I'll protect you, Claire. Elena lied to Claire so that she could protect her, my sister. Elena, she was the kind of person more concerned with everyone else than herself. If anything happened to you, or if the others got hurt, Elena erased Shuichi's and Claire's memories. I will erase those memories once again. Elena erasing Shuichi and Claire's memories is causing them to become different people. People's memories form their thoughts, behaviors, and actions. Those things are like chains that intertwine us and allow us to see how we continue to be ourselves. Elena erased Shuichi and Claire's memories in order to protect them. People, no matter how good they are, if it's for someone else, they can become incredibly cruel. I'm positive it was the same for that person as well. Elena is only doing these cruel things to Shuichi and Claire so that she can protect them. Why did you erase our memories? I know you wouldn't have done it for selfish reasons. You did it to protect someone.
This pointless fight would it end if I killed you?
It's possible. Right now, I'm simply a human, just like you. Maybe the fighting would stop, but even if you do this, no one can stop what's been set in motion. Elena is trying to prevent the end of the world, and she is only doing this to protect the people that she cares about. But what Elena doesn't realize is that by trying to stop the end of the world, she is inevitably only going to start the end of the world. And by erasing Shuichi and Claire's memories, she would only be protecting them. But from what? That thing is a pure nothingness that's covered itself with the shape of a person. It's an existence that cuts all existing ties. It's already erased so many people from this world. Everything disappears. No one will be able to stop her until she does away with everything that there is in this world. Could Elena be protecting Shuichi and Claire from each other?